If you're thinking about your employer brand, you might wonder, is now the time to care about my employer brand? Is now the time to invest my time and effort into my employer brand? Well, let me answer that question very simply. If you're hiring, yes, you need to care. You need to use and leverage your employer brand. Now, I'm not saying everybody needs an EVP. I'm saying you need to care and understand and manage your employer brand. And that really, when you boil it all down, is 4 steps. And we're going to cover those 4 steps right now. The first step is differentiation. What makes your company different from all the others? Why, more importantly, should a candidate choose your company over all the others? Not about what makes you great or what makes you nice or how warm and fuzzy you are, but what makes you different. How is someone choosing you? Now, choosing is not just a function of job boards. It means when the recruiter reaches out, why do they choose to engage with that recruiter instead of the dozens of others who have been pinging them this week? Why do they engage with your content instead of all the other content on LinkedIn and Instagram and TikTok? What makes you different? Without defining what makes you different, whether it's big or small, you're a commodity. You look and act and sound like every other company, and candidates of quality don't choose you. Mediocre candidates fall into you, and that's not who you want to hire. Step 2, intention. Of all the things that make you different, what are you specifically choosing to tell a story around? If I asked your recruiters what makes you a wonderful place to work or what makes you different, they're going to come up with dozens of reasons. But if you walk up to a candidate with dozens of reasons they should engage with you, they're going to run. What is the most interesting, useful, specific, attractive, real thing about you that's different? You need to be intentional in selecting those very, very select few ideas and focusing on them alone. Step 3 is repetition. Your brand is a pattern, and it must be repeated over and over again for anybody to take it seriously, for anybody to believe it, that it's credible. Now, when I say repetition, I don't mean just repeating the same words over and over again. I mean using different words to say the same idea over and over again. The thing that makes you different, that thing that you've isolated and focused on, isn't just true on good days. It's true on bad days. It's not just true in the leadership team. It's in the sales team and the HR team and the development team and the operations team, on every office at every level. It's not just a coat of paint. It's DNA. It's true throughout the entire organization. And repetition is how you make that clear. Step 4, expansion. Once you've understand what makes you different, once you've been incredibly intentional and selective about which ideas you're going to focus on, once you've gotten everybody comfortable repeating those ideas in their own words, in their own language, in their own way, extend, expand, find new channels, find new audiences, find new ways to take those ideas and extend them out to an audience who hasn't heard them yet. Or maybe only heard it once or twice, because frankly, people need to hear it over and over again before they start to truly embrace that you're about this differentiated idea. So the recipe for a strong employer brand isn't that complicated. Differentiation, intention, repetition, extension. Do these things right, and your employer brand will get stronger and stronger over time, quickly eliminating some of the effort you're doing in your recruiting. That's right, employer brand makes all of your recruiting tactics and tools a little more effective and a little more efficient. That's how you attract the kind of talent you really want to engage with, the kind of people your hiring managers really, really want. If real-world employer brand content like this is useful to you, I just suggest you check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's got everything from employer brand breakdowns where you can see what employer brands are doing right, to actual lessons on how you can get better about your employer brand. Of course, you can also subscribe to my newsletter, employerbrandheadlines.com. It's a free weekly newsletter and resource specifically landing in your inbox every week to make you just a little sharper about your employer brand work. Thanks.